the waning days of the summer sun, a languid warmth embraced the quaint village of Montreuil-sur-Mer. A gentle breeze carried with it the fragrant scent of blooming lilacs, mingling sweetly with the distant echoes of laughter from children at play. Yet beneath this picturesque facade lay a tumultuous undercurrent, as if the very earth was holding its breath in anticipation of change. Jean Valjean, a man whose name once struck fear into hearts and summoned disdain from all corners of society, now walked these cobblestone streets under an assumed identity. For years he had been imprisoned for theft, a loaf of bread to feed his starving sister's children, and through that harsh crucible had emerged a hardened soul bent on survival. But time and circumstance had wrought upon him a transformation. He sought not only to exist, but to redeem himself in a world that offered little mercy. His journey began anew when he encountered Bishop Myriel, an encounter that would forever alter his fate. The bishop's kindness was an oasis amidst Valjean's arid existence. It was during one fateful night in the bishop's humble abode that Valjean stole silver cutlery in desperation. When apprehended by the police and brought back before Myriel, instead of condemning him, the bishop proclaimed that he had given Valjean those precious items as gifts. This act illuminated for Valjean an unexpected path, a chance at redemption cloaked in grace. With heavy heart yet renewed spirit, Valjean fled Montreuil-sur-Mer and embarked on a quest to forge a new life far from his past transgressions. He found solace within himself while labouring tirelessly in factories where sweat mingled with dreams deferred. Here he became known as Monsieur Madeleine, a prosperous factory owner and mayor beloved by many. Yet even amidst success, shadows loomed large over his heart. The relentless spectre of Inspector Javert pursued him like an unyielding storm cloud chasing daylight. Javert embodied law without compassion. His black and white view left no room for forgiveness or understanding. In this relentless pursuit lay more than mere duty. It was personal. Javert saw in Valjean not just an escaped convict, but rather every moral failure humanity bore upon its shoulders. As seasons turned and lives intertwined like tendrils reaching towards sunlight, Valjean met Fantine, a struggling mother cast aside by society due to her unfortunate circumstances. Her beauty had dimmed under despair's weight as she sold herself piece by piece for her child's sake. The innocent Cosette who remained locked away in poverty while her mother suffered unfathomable hardships. Moved by Fantine's plight and propelled by guilt born from his own past failures, Valjean vowed to care for Cosette after Fantine succumbed to illness, induced by sorrowful sacrifice. He rescued her from the grasp of innkeepers who exploited her innocence. Together, they formed their own family against insurmountable odds. Valjean embraced fatherhood with fervour unlike any previously felt. However, peace proved fleeting as dark clouds gathered once again above them when Inspector Javert finally uncovered Valjean's true identity. Through whispers carried on winds rife with betrayal, a revelation poised to shatter their fragile sanctuary built upon love and trust. Desperate yet determined to protect Cosette at all costs, Valjean fled into Paris's labyrinthine streets, where hope flickered dimly amid despairing shadows cast long across crumbling facades. Therein lay revolution brewing amongst disillusioned, youth ignited by dreams unmet, each cry for justice resonating deeply within him rekindled memories both bitter and sweet. Memories forged through suffering yet tempered with resilience. The very essence binding them together against oppressive forces wielded unjustly over innocents like swords, unsheathed without mercy. Amidst barricades rising high towards heaven itself stood young Marius Pontmercy, a passionate revolutionary caught between duty towards countrymen, yearning for freedom, while grappling tender emotions, blossoming towards Cosette, whose presence filled voids long abandoned since childhood, spent adrift without parental guidance or affection, bestowed freely upon others less burdened than themselves. It was Marius's devotion that sparked jealousy within Valjean, a protective instinct flaring fiercely, akin to flames licking hungrily, but dry timber, threatening destruction, if not tamed quickly enough, before consuming everything whole, including love untainted yet precariously balanced between two men, vying ardently over one heart shared among them both. Despite vastly differing backgrounds, steeped heavily into hardship, endured uniquely shaped along different paths, travelled entirely apart, until fate conspired recklessly, bringing them close enough together, now woven intricately into tapestry-rich, vibrant colours, depicting lives intertwined, inexplicably bound, inseparably linked eternally, until death do they part. Through trials faced bravely side by side, fighting valiantly alongside comrades united behind ideals, birthed out desire seeking justice, equality, transcending boundaries set forth generations ago, granting voice unto those silenced unjustly yearning, desperately find place, belong home, amongst kinship forged firmly rooted foundation, built solidarity, strength unwavering bonds, cultivated nurtured perseverance, embodying resilience, found nowhere else beyond walls, closing off opportunities, endless possibilities, awaiting each turn, corner beckoning brightly, illuminating darkness surrounding, encroaching ever closer, threatening overwhelm, suffocating hopes, dreams, buried deep below surface, waiting patiently, rise up, reclaim. Rightful place center stage spotlight, shining down, bright revealing truths hidden carefully, kept secret cloistered safely away, lest discovery lead ruin. Devastation, hearts broken, scattered, remnants left behind, shattered pieces, requiring mending restoration, healing needed souls torn apart, longing reunited, restored whole, once again transformed anew, and so it came time. Final confrontation approached, inevitable clash destiny, awaited anxiously looming overhead, casting pallor shadow, draping across weary souls, prepared stand ground fight fiercely, battle fought courageously. In the midst of chaos, erupting around thunderous roars, and crashing waves echo, reverberating throughout air. Thick charged energy, crackling, palpable tension swirling, spiraling upward, heightening senses, urging forward, push, onward, fight harder, reach deeper, unleash fury, pent-up rage,